Hello guys, welcome again to the Growth Podcast. My name is John Iggy and I'm your host on this podcast. Now we'll be looking at another 3 on the secret of understanding how men think. In the last episode, I spoke about the thought pattern of love, the thought pattern of multitasking, and the thought pattern of want and need. That is how men think about these things. Your ability to understand this will enhance your relationship, whether with your brothers or sisters or with the men around you. Now, the next thing I will be talking about is the thought about compliments. Thought about compliments. Now, the blunt truth is this: men love compliments. Of course, women also love compliments. All right, men do not show that they want compliments. All right, when a man does something, a responsible man feels it is his responsibility. However, despite that thing might be his responsibility, a man longs for compliments. All right, so if you want to better enjoy your male-female relationship or your brother-sister relationship, give compliment to a guy. In fact, complimenting a guy makes his head swell up, right? So the thought process of a guy is he wouldn't ask you for thank you when he does something, all right? Like a woman, when he dresses up, right? A woman wants to be appreciated. A woman, when you tell a woman you are beautiful, a woman is, eagerly expecting it and eagerly showcasing that he's expecting it. All right. Also, for the guy, despite the guy is not showcasing that, okay, I want compliment, inside the guy, compliment the guy. If you compliment the guy, you are bringing up, just like what I said in the last episode, you are bringing up the best of that guy. The next thought pattern or the next secret of understanding how men think is thought about solving problems. Now, this is very important. It's interesting that men and women are very different when it comes to solving problems. And you see, you will enjoy your relationship, you will enjoy your man, you will enjoy your woman if you better understand this. That the way a man processes problem is very different from the way a woman, process the problem. When it comes to solving problem, women love to talk about the problem and maybe talk their way to the solution. Women tends to talk their way to the solution. Like, what do we want to do now? Okay, there is no food in the house. So what can we do now? He wants to engage the man in the thinking process. Now, let me use that term, thinking. As she's thinking, she's talking, and she wants to carry the man along. That is the way women think, especially when it comes to a woman solving issues. But, for the man, a man uses his instincts and come up with a potential solution to the problem as soon as possible. Now, what do I mean by that? A woman will talk and highlight the possible solutions. There is no food in the house. Can we go and meet Iyadada? Can we go and meet Mommy Bridget? Can we go and meet Uncle this? As the idea is coming to the woman is dishing it out immediately. But for the man in his head is doing exactly the same thing the woman is doing, but in his head. Because, for the man has ego. So he is thinking about it in himself and shortlisting every possible solution to bring out the best result. You need to understand that when it comes to dealing with a guy is your ability to understand that a man needs to feel understood. Now, what do I mean by that? That because a guy kept quiet when you raised an issue does not mean he's doing nothing about it. Now, let me say that again. Because a man kept quiet when you requested for an urgent answer does not mean he is not thinking about it. And this is a major problem in many relationships. It's a major problem in any relationship. The woman talk and the man is not saying anything, and the woman is reacting based on that. Now, it's important you understand that this is the general makeup of a guy. Now, I don't mean not talking, but when it comes to critical issues, a guy thinks, uses his instincts so as to bring out the best possible solution. And a guy is well enjoyed when he knows that a woman understands that my not speaking is not equivalent to my not acting. Now, the next thing I will also look at is thoughts about words and talks. Thoughts about words and thoughts. Now, this is very, very important, and especially in a relationship. Now, I mean in any relationship, whether spouse relationship, whether courtship, whether brother-sister relationship or colleague relationship. All right, because I see this a lot. When it comes to war, a man thinks differently about what? And I mean about conversation from a woman or from a lady. Men are simple and straightforward. What do I mean by simple and straightforward? When a man says, I am not coming, he meant I am not coming. Actually, he meant that. A man is straightforward with what he's saying. I think a better word for that is that men tend to be blunt. I don't like you. I mean, it's very clear. A man will be clear with his reaction about I don't like you. But for a woman will be a little bit shady when it comes to matters like that. Now, don't forget, I'm talking about words. When a woman wants to say, I am not coming, a woman will tell you, my mom sent me somewhere. So when it comes to the thought of words and talk, it's important you know that men are simple and straightforward because men think before they talk. Now, this is not an insult. Men think before they talk. I said that in the previous point about how men solve issues. They analyze the solution in their head before dishing out. But for a woman, as soon as the idea is coming, the woman will begin to dish it out. Men think before they talk, so they often weigh the gravity of their word, either spoken or received. Now, what do I mean by that? Before a man will say a thing, a man will properly analyze it. Will this word not have a negative effect? But for a woman will speak considering only what the word meant to that woman. But for a man will take it holistically. I mean, a man can translate the word to mean something else. But from the original intent of the woman, because the word came to the woman's head at that instant, she gave it out at that instant. But for a man can begin to make reference to certain things that happened in the past. You as a man, you might not see this on an hyper level, but it's actually there inherently that when you receive insults, you tend to overreact over it. These are the thoughts process. This is another theory I've shared here. The first one I shared is thought about compliments. The second one is thought about solving problems. The fourth one is thought about words and talk. Alright, see you in the next episode.